really in my zone. All my niggas getting cheese like it's provolone. They ain't with us out the bottom, so they'll never know. Even through trial and error, gotta keep yourself composed. Feel like me, little bitch, I'm chasing all my dreams. I couldn't make.
Yes, and welcome back to another video on the Big Steph channel. And today we're here after Arsenal goes out to the Champions League to Bayern Munich at the Allianz, a 1-0 defeat that possibly could define our season in some aspects. But first of all, I'm here with
Bernard.
But Bernard, going into the game, seeing the lineup, first half, how are you feeling?
Well, I try not to be reactive with the lineup and stuff. So I just held out hope, even though there was some changes from the last loss to Aston Villa. So I was a bit hopeful for it.
Did you like the lineup that Mikel Arteta put out there?
Yeah, I think it was better than last weekend. So yeah, I liked it a bit more. I was a bit more confident for it. So yeah.
So I mean, going into that game, we created a lot of chances. Well, we didn't create a lot of chances. It was a very tense game, a very tight game. One that was a KJ affair, one that you'd expect of a Champions League quarterfinal. Now, what did you expect at halftime, seeing that we were still in the tie and with a good chance to go through?
Well, I feel like at halftime we still had a chance. So I was expecting a few like some firepower or something like that, because you're at the Allianz Arena, so try to get a goal. That was important. So I felt like we didn't stamp our foot in the game. There were periods that we could have stamped our foot in the game for like 5 minutes period, but I think Arsenal never really found that fluidity.
Like you touched on, I think Arsenal didn't stamp their authority in the game, especially going forward. But I thought midfield wise, we had our chances. We didn't let them break too much. Thought Jorginho played well in there, but then ultimately they get their goal and just 1-0. Can you talk me through that, your feelings on that goal, and if you want to break down the goal for me?
Well, I feel it's just the history of Arsenal. It happens. Sometimes you feel like you come to expect it, and then it happens, and you're like, I know what's going to happen next. I know what's going to. Are we going to panic? Are we going to do this? And I feel maybe after that goal, it's like there was a bit kind of a slight panic, and
you thought we panicked?
Yeah,
I thought honestly we lacked that bit of urgency, especially coming onto those closing minutes.
Yeah.
We didn't get our creative players on the ball enough throughout the whole 90 minutes. And if we're being honest, we didn't really create any clear-cut chances throughout the whole 90 minutes. And it's hard. It's honestly hard to take when you feel like when you feel like you're a better side and you still go to a team like Bayern.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we have to take it on the chin. We're out of the Champions League. This is our first year back in the Champions League. What would you sum up this Champions League season on a whole?
Oh, well, from the point of view of looking at the players, I feel it's a nice introduction. Based on the players, this is a young squad. I feel it's a nice introduction. But speaking from the point of view of an Arsenal fan for many years, for over a decade, you think about it, you feel like it's a slight disappointment. But being back into the Champions League is great. I wish we made it to the semis. After since 2009, I wish we managed to make it to the semis. But from the point of view of the players, it was a good experience. But the only thing that I could say makes it look a bit underwhelming is like at this point of the season, how we are performing at this point in the Premier League, and coincidentally with the Champions League, it makes it feel
a bit of a worry.
Yeah.
So know that you touched on that slightly, the Premier League and the Premier League hopes.
Yeah.
Arsenal are now 2 points behind City. We know what that comes with. 6 games left in the Premier League.
Yeah.
With we had a bad week. Let's be honest, we had a bad week. Do you think this Arsenal team can bounce back and still take home silverware this season?
Well, when you think about it, you realize there's two other teams we're competing with, and if I'm a betting man, I'm thinking, nah, Arsenal is not going to do it. But I'm just hoping it happens. Maybe City slip, and before City play the next game, I think maybe we should be. We should have.
What percentage chance would you give us? Like out of 100%, what would you give us?
Say 70%.
70%. That means you're still high. You're still high. You're still believing. So finally, I just want to close off and say one thing. I mean, what changes would you like to see going into Wolves and going forward in this Arsenal lineup, or anything we want to talk about in general?
Well, I don't know. With Arteta, it's been like the same old issue. Like once he has something going up for him, he always reverts back to what never worked for him. So I feel, I don't know, because after Dubai, the players found a bit cohesion and were playing well, playing well. But since that time, we found like a lineup that worked for us. Arteta twisted it a bit and started. It's not working. So if we could get back to that, I feel we have a good chance for that. So yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for watching another episode on the Big Stiff channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate that.